master.
It's night.
May as well be morning for us.
When did you get clothes? Oh, right. That's shouldn't be surprised.
I stole them. Is it Steven if they're dead?
It's repurposing if they're dead.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not like they're going to use it anymore.
Exactly. Steven in particular, so.
That is
Plus,
good.
they're kinda small for that elf guy. He was kinda tall.
Maybe he stole it from somebody else.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I'm just glad you're finally wearing shoes and proper pants.
These shoes go really high.
Must take
They
you
are
far
actually.
too long to get them on. Maybe you could learn a thing or two from Zeno.
If you need help by getting it late, just let me know, I suppose.
We can have shoe lessons.
Riveting.
You could call it that.
Haskri.
Hello. Is that a ghost?
Oh,
Probably.
I'm actually not sure.
Oh, that's.
Some people have been calling him a necromancer.
Oh.
I haven't actually seen if he is able to do that, but
I mean, we already had a necromancer.
Wouldn't be the first.
exactly.
Are we sure he's friendly? Kinda creepy.
Then
It's great.
more
You
or
can't
less
judge
friendly
people for what they
person.
look like. That's mean.
Just standing there.
Hey, he can probably hear you from here.
Why aren't they saying anything?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he can just rip out your soul.
Can they do that?
I think that's what they did.
Some kind. There's many different ways of at least doing necromancy and also just soul magic in general, so who knows?
I'm sure we'll find out more over time.
Hmm.
I'll stay at a distance just in case.
Hmm.
No one else been skulking about? Other than that?
He brought a friend. Not
Tor,
quite sure where they've
I
gone
think
to.
she's asleep right now, I think,
There was
currently.
that assassin that was sent to kill us a while ago, but never been dealt with.
He's been dealt with.
He stabbed me a lot. That hurt.
Yeah, he was a bit annoying to deal with. Not a problem anymore.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You're
But
pretty
I would-
lucky to at least know to have dealt with it, if anything.
Yeah, I was kind of tired, I guess.
Careful though. There could be more of them.
Oh, okay.
go invisible by holding their breath.
Oh. Is that how it works for everyone?
I don't know. Try it.
No. That was their
Screech?
backlash or of being able to cast it.
Oh, there you are.
No. Oh, did it work?
I couldn't see you for a bit.
But it doesn't magic usually have like a backlash? It felt pretty easy.
I guess the backlash is not breathing.
Mm.
So what if they went underwater and had to hold their breath? Would they be invisible?
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe I can do that.
You should try.
Not sure what kind invisibility falls under, so.
You can do it with all sorts of magic.
Just depends on how you do it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Would that even work? Like, I doubt that would work with blood magic.
It does.
How
though.
would you turn invisible with blood magic?
That's why I.
No, you
But
just
they
turn
have
into
some
blood.
runes.
Turns invisible, maybe? I don't know.
I can.
No, you turn
You've
into
seen me
blood.
do it. Sort of.
You get all goopy and you just.
I don't call it that. Whew. I don't think I've ever been described as goopy before.
I
Not that I'm a
have. It's
fan.
not fun.
Blood, sweat,
How
and
many
tears
times?
dedicated to your craft and magic, and you've been described as goopy.
I'm going to cry.
All
I
the
don't
hard
know.
work and dedication, all just for this.
This is awful.
Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna be honest, this place kinda sucks.
Why is that?
We've been attacked twice now. Why are we still here? We're waiting for
I
the
think that's a-
third one?
Byproduct of our travels, not necessarily the forest. The forest itself is actually quite beautiful. You know,
The forest-
decay aside.
Decay aside, it is nice, but we have not been able to enjoy it, to be fair, as much.
Yeah, hunting's
The issue
been
is,
rough
the
too.
fucking forest looks the exact same as each other, and we're waiting for the guide to show up again.
But of course, there is the unique
Have you tried
decay.
asking for him to show up?
I think we've done it
That's a
once
good
or
question,
twice,
actually.
and he shows up when he wants to.
Hey, Mr. Guide Man, can you show up? I was really hoping that was gonna work.
An attempt was made.
As much as I would love to just move on and find good old mother. Suppose we'll call him for now. I don't really want to get lost in the woods for the rest of my life.
At least you would be with some of the finest company you have ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Fine is a word.
Who?
Not for everyone, but
Us, Asta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll give you this. You are some of the least bloodthirsty people I've met, so, you know, you've got that going for you. Which is ironic considering two of you drink the damn stuff.
I was
you know.
about to say that is very
I have met men who have escalated someone sneezing vaguely in their direction to a duel to the death. So,
not surprised.
Sounds like they need a better way to release their anger.
nah, it's like a hobby for them.
Like booze.
The issue is that I think they started with the booze. It leads to it.
It's a way of amplifying it, is a word I suppose it is.
Don't know what that. God, I do miss Zeta. An actually nice bed to sleep in. Instead of a fucking tree.
Where are you from originally, Jack Seth?
Well, I spent the past few years
Why do
living
your
in
gloves
Aston.
have holes?
Lived there for a good while. However, originally, I'm not from there.
It's easier for me to
Moved
cast
when
if
I
it's
was
out.
18.
I see.
My mom's a little bit further away than that.
I didn't think of that. How am I gonna get the blood out?
Perhaps it'll seep through the seams.
Good old O'Brien.
But then I'll stain my glove.
I think we'll stay in our clothes anyway if we see combat.
That floating necromancer's seen something, maybe?
Wonderful, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
straighten out my
contented to see
spine.
a flash of light over his direction. I don't think it was his.
Don't break it.
I'm not, it's quite valuable to me.
Remember, you only get two.
2.
2 spines,
I get 2 spines?
right? The top half and the bottom
Sure.
half.
Are they like the same?
Not all
You
one
find
piece.
anything?
Blue glow. I just saw it there.
Is your spine broken?
No.
But you have 2 pieces?
Did you see? Was it? I think it was like a floating blue thing or something.
Yes, man.
Okay, it was the same thing.
Oh, it speaks.
We're talking about floating blue things, and they're everywhere.
One,
More of
one
a
different amongst them.
darker blue sister,
Mm.
moving regularly, not floating. Stands out in the rust.
It was a person when I saw it.
I get the hiccups. On the path.
You're right.
Oh, I think I see it as well.
It is on the path.
There it is again.
It's a person. You can see their form.
Yeah.
Mysterious, eh?
If it's an assassin, they're not doing a good job.
Friend of yours.
Familiar to me. You would know him.
not one of my troop. If there was one.
They wave back, that means they're good.
That's not. That's all that means.
The assassin didn't wave back. The elf guy didn't wave back.
Wanna introduce us to this lady, or we all in the dark?
I've never seen them.
I don't believe that I know any of you. Or perhaps I
No.
do.
Terribly inconvenient for you, isn't it?
Perhaps inconvenient. What is a group like you doing so far out into the woods?
Loitering, waiting, robbing people that are dumb enough to stumble across our little camp. Who knows?
It's true, I stole these clothes.
I'm looking for a group of individuals. Perhaps you are them, or perhaps you've come across them.
Group of individuals could be anyone.
I'm looking for those who hunt the Dark Lord.
For what purpose?
Bold. Yes, that's
I also plan to kill him with my own bare hands.
bold words to say so openly. Talk
I
like that
care
can get you
not.
killed.
I would stop any who stop my path.
Confident or disillusioned. So what, do you intend to join this group of people hunting the Dark Lord? To what? Help him meet his demise? Take his throne? Enslave him and all his power?
I care not for no throne. I only wish to see him dead.
How noble.
There is no nobility in it. Only vengeance and death.
Rather dramatic.
Nothing dramatic about it.
Well, you intend to kill the greatest dictator of our time, or any time, really. I'm sure there's some drama to all that.
It depends on your perspective of drama. Either he dies or I die. There is no other way.
Right.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I think if they were, and people don't usually lie about that sort of thing, you know.
Right, at this point, we've got a fucking small army. If someone tries to do anything, the rest of us just jump them, right? Like a...
Yeah.
Pretty
Why
straightforward.
would we jump on them?
If they
Ask them.
don't.
Not literally.
I mean, it could be literally,
not-
depends on the person if it works.
Yeah.
The undead, it works rather, but skeletal figures, you'll just jump at them, crush the bones. Right, well, you
That is
found
true.
your people. Well done, you've tracked us down. Clearly, we need to get fucking better at
Didn't even ask where she
hiding our
heard
footsteps
about this.
because we keep coming across people.
Yeah.
We also haven't moved in 3 days,
To
so.
be fair, you guys settled with a bunch of lanterns about in the biggest tree around.
No, we killed the guy here.
To live in.
That's
What
not
exactly
what
are
I
hard?
said.
That's not what she said.
Oh,
It's someone else's home after all, though, but fair point.
Mhm.
Kind of hoping in the land of the dead there wouldn't be many living to bother us, honestly, but seems I was gravely mistaken.
You would be
I'm
very
alive.
surprised.
Well then, you found us in a odd time. Conveniently timed, I dare say, but odd time nonetheless. Seems your searching has served you well, and you have found the group that are on their way to kill the Dark Lord in all our might and glory, and general fumblings around in our ideals. So now
You
what?
are not what I was expecting.
There's
I think we
usually
get that a
more of
lot at
us.
this point.
Do we?
Had it a couple times since
Not
I've
exactly
arrived.
the merriest band of heroes, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I am Etherean Shah.
Alright, let's do names. Jackson.
Screech.
I hate introductions, they're so awkward. Hi, Lorelai. Welcome.
I'm Asta.
Zenobia.
You Shapty sister.
I'm
And there's
no
like
sister
12
of
more
yours.
inside. Great. Awesome. Welcome to the
One to
tank.
start.
Yep.
Now then, should we go in a
It-
circle? 3 fun facts about ourselves, you know, we'll get
Nope.
acquainted and all.
I'm good.
It's
a
a
I'm a
short
vampire.
here. He's the talker.
I'm a half elf.
I ran out of facts. Someone else go.
Clothes are stolen, I don't know,
I already said that one.
say it again,
Oh,
say
yeah.
the fun fact part.
I have clothes.
You can stop one.
Oh, you do. They're
Just
holding my
play a
breath.
bag. Thanks.
I will be so pissed off if the actual secret behind
Oops.
invisibility has been people
Yeah.
holding their breath this entire time.
to learn at least.
I imagine.
I can hold my breath for a really long time.
I mean, if not a lot of people know about it, then I suppose it's just a matter of us using that to our advantage. But that's also assuming that that's the secret.
Welcome back.
Years of dedication to sneaking
here.
and
I
mastering
didn't
the
say
art of assassination when I could have just been fucking holding my breath. Can you fucking believe it?
When you went
You
into
could
the
try
door,
it right
did you
now.
hold your breath?
What you have in you, sister.
I don't know, I don't really have the
Someone's
mana
already-
to be doing that, to be honest.
One, I am not your sister. Two, I'm alive.
Closer than you think. Applaud your skill.
You just got here. There's no need to get violent.
He only showed up yesterday, so we're still figuring him out.
I think that's just how he talks.
So why wait here?
I think so as well.
Waiting on a guide.
Yes.
We're kind of lost.
No, exactly. Okay, yeah, we are technically lost. There is at least
I feel like every day I have
spirits.
more and more questions.
Yeah, spirit of nature guiding us around. We could leave the forest if we wanted. It's not that difficult. We have a map. The issue is that the thing we're looking for is in the forest. We haven't a darndest clue where the fuck it's actually meant to be. The one for the spirit who shows up maybe once every 3 or 4 days once he's
Hey, I got
done
the question.
fucking around whatever he
How
does.
many
and then
vials do you
leaves
got
us songs
left?
for like a day. Gets bored,
One.
leaves for another 3 or 4 days. We fight
I
some-
meant
the
2,
longest
so if you need one, just let me know. But they're not a rabbit, so I ran out of
That's all right.
those.
I appreciate it.
maybe
Perhaps wherever we
tie
stop
him
next, we
we're
can
actually in
hunt again.
the big old castle of His Majesty, but
Right. In other by any means, though, hopefully we won't be here too much longer, because we have not been able to enjoy it. Sadly.
She's got a really big sword.
All the better to stab you with, Asta.
Me? Why?
Why not?
you stole all those clothes and you're a thief. Put down where you stand.
Alright,
Aren't you
I'll go
also
put them
technically a
back.
thief?
You're also on.
No, I do it for money, and I get paid to do it. It's a job.
When was the last time you got paid to do it?
Don't make me think about it. I'll cry.
Very well.
Your coin purse
Oh,
is
it takes
looking
me
a
back.
little light.
What a weak man I've become. You know, I scammed those villagers we first ran into. After everything that happened in the beginning. You weren't even there. Fuck, wait, you weren't even. I don't know why I'm telling any of you this. None of you were there for that.
Yeah, I was going to say. you're
We
I
showed up
was
in the name
there.
of the Dark Lord in his realm. No, you weren't.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't there. You were not there. You
But who was I with?
fuck if I know. Why are you asking me? Huh?
Went in like a cell or something?
Oh yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah.
Fuck you, gal. Right. Well, when in the dream of the Dark Lord, and we perceived him, ended up in his realm, and we were teleported out by someone oh so kind who were on the way to meet. We ended up in a small village, absolutely ruined, run down, destroyed. The undead came marching through basically every other day, just killing people for the love of the game. I don't know why. I scammed one of the 3 villagers still left alive out for several pieces of gold. Go check something out for them. Most money I've earned on this damned quest, and it's very upsetting that it is. Not charging people more for our services.
The only money I've ever earned is from that when the dwarf gave us a bunch of gold.
It was useful. I miss them.
You could just
Get
steal
back
stuff.
at some point. Sick of the fucking woods.
I like the fog though. You still have that gold.
Some of it. Started making my way through. I have to pay for some expenses and equipment and such, but enough.
Yeah, I still have mine. I've never really spent gold before, so I don't really know what to do with it. I think it might be better with someone else, to be honest.
You never know when you might need it.
Maybe.
Can't you
You're
eat
desperately
gold?
Finding a village or something.
Surprised
Do you want to
there's so much
sit?
out here.
Have you been walking long?
Ooh.
Ethereum.
Have I been
Perfectly good
walking
stairs.
long?
Yes.
I've been walking since Greyna.
You
I'm going
walked
to assume
across
that
the
is quite
ocean?
far.
Not quite.
That's far though.
Is that your, like, art, or is that, like...
Greyna's
Not
another
mine.
continent.
Oh.
That's
Not
really
far from
far.
here.
No, it's actually pretty close, I think. I've been reading a lot of maps.
Is that where you're from?
Potentially. I'm not
Which
quite
side?
sure.
North or south?
I could not tell you.
Were the people there equipped and well armed, or were they pompous assholes with parchment and philosophy?
Everyone was dead. That's all I can remember.
Oh, fuck me, you might be from
I
Netherland.
suppose the ones that were dead were not well armed. Apart from a few.
So either you were in Eremos or you're in Afrins. Hope it's Afrins. Good fucking riddance if they're all dead. Ugh. An entire city full of people who sit around and think for a living.
Well, that sounds fun.
Very annoying.
I was
Basically
going to say,
useless as well.
Were they pricks about it?
They sit around and think all day. What can you imagine them as?
I don't know.
Like Jinpei.
I think therefore I am, and they come up with all these funny little ideas about morality in life, and just a wasted time.
technically some merit to it, but at least this day and age, no, practically useless.
Although Oberor isn't much better, to be honest. The
Angry
southern half. It's all warriors trained from birth to be killers and soldiers. Some of the best fighters you'll find there. Problem is, both sides are basically just desperate to be the lapdog of the Dark Lord. Always arguing over which ideal is better. Does the Dark Lord need fighters or does he need philosophers more?
Are you from the south then?
Was born there. Haven't been there in a while though. Train you well. They train you strong. Don't do a lot else though.
Sounds unfulfilling.
I thought it was wonderful. Besides, if you're half decent at combat, all the slaves do the work for you, so... It's a lazy life.
As I said, unfulfilling.
Depends who you ask. Was you right in that manner, though? It's why I moved. Wasn't really earning a lot of gold for... you know... having a chance to be one of the fucking lapdogs of the Dark Lord, so... fucked off, basically. The main takeaway from this should be that the entire continent's a shithole and should be burned down to the ground first chance we get. The entire place is basically one big enemy for us.
Didn't you say that about this place too?
Well, I don't think it's exactly an enemy, but I agree it's still a shithole, yes. Just a giant graveyard.
Because at least here there's more ammunition that can be used.
Here, however, the undead, we can actually help them, make them change their mind, make them live normal lives. That group of undead we fought, they were what? Mind controlled, whatever fucking necromancer bullshit that one
Necromancers
freak was doing.
controlling them.
Right. Kill them, they're all free now, they do. I don't know.
What if they
Anyone
want,
here
I
actually more
suppose,
educated on the undead folk? I've never really cared much to learn about them. Do skeletons eat? Can
I
they
doubt
eat?
it. There's nowhere to go once they swallow.
What do they do all day then? They can't eat or drink.
Rome, I would not know
What they
myself,
even
at
want
least
to
for the most
do,
part.
they're
When I
just
was still
bones.
Yggdrasil, it was just... you'd sometimes just see one roaming about, just walking. Just randomly.
Poor bastards can't even give in to the carnal desires of flesh because they've got fucking nothing to fuck with, so what, they just walk? You just keep strolling for the rest of your life?
If that's what they desire, I suppose. I have no idea what else they would do.
Yeah, no, I'm alright. I'll make sure to leave a written note to make sure our Lich King friend doesn't revive me then. Something miserable.
Exactly why my job was to keep people alive back there, so. At least those who didn't want to be brought back.
kind of undecided if I want to be brought back or not. It sounds horrible, but I mean, if there was a chance that I could still help out, even
And
if
so
it
long
has-
as you're not at least being like under the control of someone of whoever it is that does bring you back, then I suppose it's fine. But also,
Mm,
you might
Mm.
miss some things.
I suppose the
yes.
issue in that remains that the stories of the underworld are also just as gruesome and horrific.
Mm,
Once your soul leaves your body, it's torture from there.
Have you seen the Doors of Death?
what's that?
I've killed people. Unless you mean there's a literal door, then no.
I take it literal.
More literal.
You implying there's a gateway to the underworld somewhere?
Not somewhere. If you die, you'll surely pass it.
It's like a special door.
Hmm. Something you could maybe access.
Swear to the gods, if I'm the moment I sit down, that the spirit shows up.
All the more reason for you to rest your legs.
Spirit guide,
Then
please
I'll have
show
you to
up.
thank.
Asta, no.
It would be rather
Oh, mighty guide, appear.
To hell with you all.
God, what fucking God's name is this thing doing?
Frolicking.
We're
Being
trying to
annoying
save its
somewhere.
mother. What else could it possibly have that's more important than guiding us?
Isn't it his
rat.
entire purpose of existing?
Yes, and he's doing a shit job of it.
Exactly, because
Maybe he's just extending his existence.
The last time I saw it, it went underground.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, any time, and I'm assuming any time it is gonna.
Do
wake,
we
it's
start
gonna
digging
hit the
then?
ground, So.
Not always.
just gonna say
Sometimes
then-
it just fucks off.
You'll get dirt under your fingernails, then you'll have trouble getting it out. It's not worth
No,
it.
I won't. I have gloves on.
Also,
Oh, you're
Oh,
right, you have
also
gloves
there
now.
is- also, everywhere we walk is the ground. I doubt you're going to be able to find it.
Zenobia, look
You
behind
may
you.
wish to turn around.
Found him.
If it's actually behind me. Okay.
See?
I wonder as he returns to our side how we've been ever lost without
Ah,
you.
they say go to rest my legs. Alright, there we
You're
go.
our true saver, Zeno. You got the ball rolling.
Oh, wow.
Are you sitting down like you're tired?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. Are you injured?
So, you know how like everything is dying, like nature-wise?
Right. I'm doing.
Got it.
I'm kind of pure nature magic, so I'm kind of dying
So,
as
if
well.
nature dying, you die too. Yep, fair enough. Right.
Do you want some blood?
Let's save you the hassle of fucking. I don't think blood is gonna.
No.
Do we dirt? Do we like feel? How do we heal you?
Oh. Only
Can you be healed?
I don't know.
Why don't you carry them? It'll continue the journey.
I don't really know where to grab you at, honestly. I don't know what like a
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it.
You just grab them by the back of the neck, like a cat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of lift you. Here we go. Just gonna.
Or like a chicken. Just right around the neck.
Someone saying the trees needed more like mana. Is it the same with this thing? That it just more nature mana or something?
Got any
Shit,
nature
if you
stuff
have
that's
it.
just free right now?
What did you say, sorry?
Druid's basically fast asleep.
I think the magic I use is nature, but I don't know how I'd give you any.
It's fine. I'll just. Okay. Let's get moving. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he feel like?
Light. Barely weighs anything.
Who's that
Interesting.
one?
New one.
Ethereum.
New psychopath to add to the troop.
I'm surprised you didn't ask about the other new person.
Little confident.
It'll wait enough time.
To your left.
Right.
Yeah, do you have a name?
Another friend to the group. It's fine. And everyone here is here to join the quest, as we'll call it. It's fine.
Supposedly.
There's some secret connections between this one and me. Kind of vague, but like
On top.
far-fetched, but you know.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Fuck
Are
you.
you gonna elaborate,
What?
or do we move on?
Must be nice.
You're on the low ground. I didn't want to fall
I can't
on
remember
you.
those, like, I can't remember.
You look like you weigh almost nothing.
Shoes are fucking weird.
Cause you're right.
They have
They
no
are a
soul.
bit annoying.
Who has no soul?
It'd be wise for you to see these because it's I don't know how many there will be around these spots.
I think I have a soul.
This brooch. Apparently, this means it belongs to an assassin of the Dark Lord. You see these symbols, really not safe for you.
Is that an assumption you're making or something you can tell?
Fine, to use the trees to murder
Thing
those
I can
guys.
see.
Okay.
The dark robes usually vanish.
Wait, what?
See, the one we fought had ice breath and the ability to vanish by holding his breath. Well, so
I was ahead of the conversation. What's up? What was happening?
puncture that-
Our
puncture that
nature
lung
spirit
to
friend
make it
doesn't have a soul.
And she can see
Not
souls.
a bad idea, actually. Okay.
I think we already came to the assumption that, like, he's
A very talented man.
I don't know, like, born of nature, like made magic. I think I don't know. We already came to that conclusion.
I was saying something about that.
I didn't know being born of nature confirms whether or not someone has a soul.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so you guys were found by assassins and shit because, you know, some events transpired from what I've gathered. So this time you guys are gonna camp in quite literally the middle of nowhere.
I was telling
Better
you,
for us.
it's rather easy to find them.
Yeah,
If it's the middle of nowhere, I sure hope there are things.
I also hope there are things, or we are going to rapidly run out of blood
I'm
supply.
not as inclined to camp out in what? Just
I think Jinpei has some vials to share,
not
but
in everything's the woods.
other than that, Ravenna has some blood droughts
But I
she's
don't
been
know
supplying,
camping. I
and
get this shit done quickly. I don't hang around for long.
they are wonderful, I will admit.
Then why didn't you move camps?
We don't have camping equipment. We don't have the room or the time to carry shit around like that.
Well, shit, good luck with the next place then.
Oh, wonderful.
I think it might be funny.
It's gonna be
At
very
least she has a sense of humor.
adventure.
You know, I got a good feeling about this next place.
I'm trying really hard to remember if I've been here or not.
I'm
my
pretty sure
goodness.
we have. Whoa, behind the scenes. Wild, whoa, wacky. There's no room here, so we're going straight in character.
just nature. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I can give it a go, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Either try it now or try it when we settle.
Are you in desperate need of it?
I got like putting like time on the amount of time you have left to live kind of sucks. I've got
I
like
agree.
15 minutes, I think.
Oh, that. I mean, that sounds bad.
It's not a
I mean,
lot.
Yeah. But I mean, the most the most I can do is like bring mana out from my hand. Can you like absorb it or something?
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I was made to be extendable, I think, so.
Okay. Can we get to the thing, the place in 50 minutes? I mean, I doubt it if we're gonna be camping.
Yeah, I think it'll be in your guys' hands afterwards, you know, but like, it's not that hard. There'll be like other signs around the place.
Just look for the trees killing people.
That, and you know, technically I'll just become like one with the forest again, so I don't know, maybe I can pull some weird shit with the trees.
Maybe.
Did you want to stay longer, man? Or is that your wish?
I don't even know how much like independent thought I really have, to be honest. Mother made me to be a guide, led you guys as close as I can. Now I'm kind of done, right? Isn't there like a whole purpose to life and all that?
It depends who you ask, really.
Yeah, I don't think there's one set purpose.
I don't know. It's weird.
There is something reassuring in a purpose.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen if I just tried anyway? I mean, if you start feeling better, we'll get there faster. And your purpose is, you know, you can get it done easier.
I don't know. I've got running out of even more time now. 10 minutes. I guess I'll get you guys set up, and then I'll do my thing, which is, I guess, dying or becoming one with it, the forest. I don't really know. It's very unclear.
And death option is?
Oh, you got alright. Okay.
Alright. He's alive. So,
He's dying.
I guess.
Where the fuck are we?
The middle of nowhere.
Welcome to yet another foggy forest.
Off the road, you know? You're less findable and stabbable. Let's go just a bit more into the forest. Here is probably not the greatest.
I bet we're gonna get stabbed here anyways.
I'm so fucking thankful I've got a hood.
Probably.
By the way,
At least
the
with the
guide
bad
said
weapons.
that he's got like 10 minutes to live.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I asked if he wanted me to try and help him, but it doesn't seem bothered. As long as it gets us there.
Well, considering it was born to serve a purpose and not a lot else, I don't think it really minds.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem to understand the concept.
Cannot prolong temporary.
I imagine once it dies, it kind of just returns to the earth anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess so.
Truly, and have a soul. And it didn't have to life, so yes. Okay.
It's weird that that thing that can talk doesn't have a
This
soul.
is probably your safest place for now, I guess. It's in the trees. You got nice little incline to sleep on. I don't know if that's something you guys like or, you know.
It's nice, I guess.
It gets really slippery up there.
You perfectly blend in. Also, I could not see you. Water is
Yeah, I'm pretty cool like that.
Perhaps not the lightning.
The water will rust the armor if you let it stay there too long. The trees will protect us from that. What have you then, guide? Apparently you're dying soon. Is that right?
Yep.
Anything to avoid that. Anything if you wish to avoid that, I'm bothered.
Oh no. Right? So to guide you, guide you most of the way there.
What if we like move the wrong direction?
And then like, with my dad and come on the forest again, that will give him more like knowledge of that to mother, so I guess she'll be a bit better off, I guess.
They'll be in good hands.
Any selfish desires you wish to attempt to commit before you fade away then? Fuck me, it's tragic, isn't it? Right.
The wind is so loud here, I'm just turning off my music.
Well,
Can't hear it
thank you
anyways.
for your directions and taking us as far as you did. I'm sure without you we'd be far more lost and a lot more trouble than we've already been in, so.
Yeah, you'd be fucked.
Certainly a possibility.
Hey, once I'm like along with the forest and stuff again, I don't know, I'll do some wacky shit with trees. You know, maybe still guide you in I guess death. I'm really not sure what it is, you know. Like I don't have a soul or anything to like, to leave. I am just kind of like an off branch of nature magic incarnate, you know?
You're just kind of returning home.
Yeah, like it's kind of like you know, it's not like the principals are like, you know, entirely the school of magic. They are the
Living
thing, you
mana.
know.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of just an offshoot of that. So, is it really that? I don't know.
Oh, thank
So
goodness saves us the
rejoining.
tragedy. I thought this was sad. Well, you'd be joining Mother, wouldn't you?
I guess, right? If it's like going home or something.
Oh, tell her we say hi.
But you gotta say hi soon. Okay, sure.
Travel. Then you'll be home.
I'd suggest a final stare at the sun, sunrise, sunset, but it's a bit.
Yeah, we walked in a storm.
Yeah, I know.
View nice up the hill, maybe?
Times right, you decided to get pissed.
I wouldn't go up that hill. It's very slippery.
Oh, is it a? Oh, I see.
It's like all rock covered in rain.
Wait, I'm sorry, you said someone got pissed? What?
Yeah.
Is there a principle of storms?
Coruscation magic, the Zappy magic, like the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't study magic, right? So you're telling me that every time there's always been a thunderstorm, it's not all like rain. It's not because someone thought, I don't know, the world needed rain for whatever plants. It's just because someone's angry.
Well, it's kind of like a mix of emotions and shit, but like, you know, every single thing ever has some kind of mana tied to it, and then that mana has a principle. So lightning, you know, the one from the sky is coruscation magic, so that's linked to the principle of the Raichu, you know?
And what if rain? Is it the same individual or a different one?
No, that'd be the aqua one.
Let's see. Alright, this is, your fucking final moment shouldn't be me asking about gods.
It's okay, I'm kind of going, you know, back to one, I guess.
Fucking Lord.
Also, they're not gods, they're technically different, you know. I mean, you got 2 minutes, like, you want to just, like, shoot as much as you can, or, like, you know.
Now you're doing the philosophy thing.
Yeah, it's kind of... What could we ask that's important?
How many principles are there?
One for every school of magic, apart from conjuration, that one's too new.
Okay, how many is that?
Okay, well, we can count ourselves. but too new. What do you mean by that?
12, and then there was 13, but we don't know why. Any kind of concept that's vanished.
Right, but that's
right.
so
So principles have a whole birthing thing. Once the thing of magic is kind of
Like a
created,
blood magic
conjuration,
principle
every
would be
single
pretty
created
awful.
by somebody. That needs to be used and built up enough. There's enough like so.
I think I
mana on
know
it in
him.
the realm to the point that it forms as a principle.
What?
I think that's
so
the
eventually a
Crimson
new
Key.
principle's just going to be born, just exist.
Yeah, and then something's gonna happen in the realm. Like, you know how like enough aqua magic was used.
I mean, that
and
makes a
enough
lot of
was in the
sense. He
realms to
could
the
do
point that
magic
then
without the
oceans formed.
backlash.
Lucky bastard.
I didn't know that. No. Okay. Fuck me. What is conjuration magic? What does that like? What does that entail? What do I don't fucking
Making
like,
shit.
know what-
Making shit from nothing.
So if we just get enough people to do conjuration magic, some principle is going to be born, and then something is going to be made from nothing, and then I don't know, realm
Yeah,
scale.
The principle of creation, pretty much just on a realm scale. Yeah.
Okay, that seems.
We should
very
all
important
learn
what we're doing. Maybe-
conjuration magic.
That's what I'm thinking. Fucking, if we just birth a god essentially, and then make him make something huge for us, that seems.
Restful.
And he's gone.
Fucking yeah, see ya.
Because
Fuck me, right? That was it. Yeah, you were great.
I didn't want to say this while he was alive, but he put us in a place and all of these trees are shaking.
Yeah, no, it's
It'll be fine.
no, you searching the
Good
voice
dirty
was
mod.
assaulted. Okay, right. That's right. So we can fucking create a principle essentially. Like it's yet to be born. There is one waiting to happen somewhere that we could oh fuck me, dude. What magic? Okay.
I thought magic wasn't your thing.
It's not. That's why I'm so confused and lost.
You
I'm
need
just more-
practitioners.
Right. Okay. So can one of you casters just start fucking doing it over and over, maybe, and then.
I think we would need a lot.
Well, I don't fucking know how I don't know how difficult this sort of magic is either. Can't really cast, so.
It can be a bit different if you're also trying to learn and cast two different kinds of magic as well. So
I just meant we'd need a lot of casters. Because, like, if you think about it on a global scale, actually, if you think about it on a realm scale, because it's a whole realm, actually, that's a lot more.
I don't
we
even
have to
really
find
know
some
how.
help first.
I don't even really know how my magic works. I don't know what I'd have to do to do conjuration.
I feel like we could pull it off in another 1,000 years.
They don't all have that.
Right. Well, I've got a good maybe like 60, if I'm lucky. So if we could maybe speed it along a little bit.
Sounds like we need to grow a small army.
We can grow an army out of nothing using conjuration magic.
There we
And
go,
then we can teach
fucking-
all of them conjuration magic so they can summon their own small armies.
Well, if you're a being made of conjuration magic,
Then we
like,
make a
theoretically
massive
speaking, you'd be better
pyramid
at it
scheme.
because you're just doing more of you, right? Is that how that fucking? I don't fucking know how magic works. Is that not how that works?
Infinite conjuration heck.
Like the nature spirit was connected to nature. He could fucking, you saw the thing. He could transform into that giant like
Yeah.
tree form, right? He's good at nature magic. So if we just fucking create people at a conjuration, I don't know how hard that is. I'm sure someone can figure it out. And then we take those conjured people, and then we get them to cast more conjuration, and we just kind of keep looping that until we make a principle. And because we made the principle, he kind of like owes us as we're like the fucking fathers and mothers of this higher being. It makes some shit for us. We go kill a Dark Lord. The whole thing just gets wrapped up easy.
It cannot be that.
Wait,
simple.
but what if we
I'm
start this,
not-
the Dark Lord then starts this, and then we have a pyramid off?
I was going to say.
Who can snowball faster?
But I like your enthusiasm. This is the most animated I've ever seen you. Do keep going.
I'm
if you
sorry,
like.
the idea of birthing a god is somewhat fucking estranged in my mind, and I'm currently trying to process how
But they're
the
not
fuck we could do
gods,
this and
they're
save ourselves so
principles,
much
which is
trouble.
the
This is the
mastery and
closest shit we
concept
got
of
to
a
God.
magic.
Insane
So-
dangerous, man.
I don't know. I like to call them gods as well, 'cause then I can say I sat on top of the god and it sounds a lot more, you know,
But then you remember that that god
awe-inspiring.
was just a rock.
I'd be careful.
Sat on a rock.
The
Was
lightning
an
guy
awfully
seems
large
upset.
I'm just a fool for assuming this, but is the idea of not creating our very own principle for our own cause not enticing to anyone? There's no one else here.
It's
sort of like-
interesting, but in the grand scheme of things, maybe we put it on like the back end of things.
If we find that it's truly possible, yes, that sounds like a leg up in our situation, but in comparison, it sort of feels like we're aunts. And I don't think it's a simple process.
Perhaps not. Oh no, fuck it. We'll go ask Mother when we find her. See what she says.
Yes,
It's a
perhaps she'll
question,
have
so-
answers.
Because if anyone knows about creating life, it'll be her.
You're right.
Just hope she's also shaped like a very sittable rock.
You'd be 2 for 2.
Would be a shame. I sat on a principle.
I mean, if she's like a giant tree, you could still sit on them.
I could. Maybe I do that, I don't know, the front to the divine, higher beings. Mother Nature must have some part in making me, and the fucking bastard left me of so little mana I can't even cast a single spell without basically killing myself, so... That idea, I don't find the idea of trying to sit on the principle of fire terribly exciting.
That might hurt.
Amusing, perhaps.
Tad.
You could do
To
it
everyone
once.
but you.
But never again. I quite literally go out in a blaze of glory. Ask me a question while I do it and it's hot seating.
Boo.
Yeah, that one was
If
kind
it's
of
not like
bad.
Fire, just like be a big fire.
My apologies, I'm not exactly a court jester. It's not my forte.
One of the hardest houses here, actually.
Considering the man I usually walk around with is dead silent.
He's lovely. I very much appreciate his company.
He's a mighty fine shield is what he is.
He's
Plenty
got
good
a
at blocking
tiny
shit that I
son.
Fucking what?
He keeps it in the box.
The lantern on his hip.
The lantern! Fucking, oh, okay. Right, but I thought you meant he had a child, and that was news to me.
Who are we talking about again?
Big guy.
The large knight fella, big guy.
Oh, okay, that one. Right.
I don't think he has any sons.
You better fucking not. I don't need a child to get in the way of my work. I need him
Plus
to
1 for the
focus
army.
on that.
That's
You can have
early.
a child if it learns conjuration magic. Yeah, I find that.
Wonderful. I'll let him know.
Be more surprised if you can convince the big guy to find sex appeal enough in anything to even consider having a child.
That's fair. Bit of a mystery,
luck.
that one.
And even if you wanted
Screech
to
blends in really good too. Look at them over
have
there.
that happen and have it have conjuration magic, I guess it's all gamble on that then.
The good news is
Same with the ground.
I don't think we have to worry about people finding us if we all lay down like that.
Okay, that's fair.
True, but on the other hand, I don't know how the fuck we're meant to find our way. To Mother Nature now.
Some of
Spirit
us see
mentioned
rather well
signs
in
and
weather
stuff.
like this.
So, I think we're probably close.
I'm so happy. Some of us can see well. Tell me, what do your vampiric eyes see? Trees?
At least we can
There's
see
some
through
rocks over there.
by whatever higher being watches us, we're saved. Rocks.
them. I'm
If you
hoping
want,
to
you can
find
go
some
sit on them.
Rabbits, though.
Just another rock.
I'm
principle,
quite
so-
alright, thank you.
Sits on the one fancy rock, and all of a sudden,
Listen. Not a lot of people can say they've met a principal. Even less can say they've sat on one. This is something I'm taking to the grave with me
That
with
is
great
true.
pride.
I'm pretty sure I met a principal.
Which one?
Which one?
The principal of blood.
And you didn't care to
That
share
is
that
true.
with us earlier?
Not that.
Well, I didn't think about it till now.
That technically does check out, actually, given all the things that has happened.
Right, well, could you maybe fucking tell us where he is? And we can go from there, because that... we could use his
That should
help.
be helpful.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to find the blood garden. But the blood garden isn't around anymore.
The what? Okay, right, hang on. Right, there's clearly a lot of information you've been holding. What the fuck is the blood garden?
Were you not here for when he had like his whole episode after having the monster blood? Or the dragon blood?
No, what? What?
Okay.
It's a very nice place.
That's wonderful. What is it?
A bunch of vampires and a bunch of humans coexisting.
Doesn't sound right. You mean coexisting? Do you mean more one is enslaved the other? Or...
No. Just
Right, well, that's not unusual.
coexisting.
Considering an entire colonization of vampires, you are walking around of what, an actual... meals. Walking around, what... Okay, well...
That doesn't
more
mean we
importantly,
can't see them
the
as
blood
people.
garden, what is... Right. The blood garden, where is it? Why is it important? Is that where the blood principle is? Is that where it's hiding?
I don't remember. I only got bits and pieces.
Okay, alright.
Though it'd be pretty hard to find the blood garden, because I think it got destroyed. That part's fuzzy.
Wouldn't surprise me if there is any location the Dark Lord has seen people thriving together as a community. I think he tries to snuff it out before it grows any bigger and get ideas of rebellion.
Well, because they're not worshipping something like
I'm pretty sure it was from before the Dark Lord. Because it was from before I was put in the cage, and the Dark Lord came when I was in the cage, so...
Right. I see.
Wait, didn't you
you,
put him in a cage? I don't know, I thought I overheard you saying like, that's how you heard, okay.
No, the
Makes
orcs
you-
found me in the cage. And then they let me out to fight the other people.
Right. Fuck man, it's terribly confusing. Okay, so you might have met the Principle of Blood. existed in a blood garden where humans and vampires just coexisted.
Hmm.
Something else other than the Dark Lord snuffed out all life there and destroyed it, and who knows where the blood principle might be.
Hmm.
Obviously, the blood principle's doing well enough. It's not like I felt my blood thinning or anything. I'm not even sure what would happen. About them, would we all cease?
I mean, I can still cast blood magic, so I think it's pretty fine.
Well, I think it's more of the aspect that nature, Mother Nature is dying. But it's not like nature magic is struggling itself, it's more the actual land is beginning to wilt. I think it's more than just the magic, it's more the actual physical thing. If the blood principle starts dying off, then what? What happens to our blood? Does it clot easier? Does it
Probably starts tasting bad.
refuse to run? I would imagine so. I imagine it would taste absolutely abhorrent. But let's hope we don't get to that point. Fuck me, we need to choose an avatar, don't we? Unless I'm remembering wrong, those of us that were here for when we met the Earth Principle, which was just you two, I think.
Yeah, I was kind of far away. I didn't really hear him too well. I was scared that he was gonna like crush us to death.
Then, suppose you're one I can turn to most for this. They made mention that they had to pick out someone to be an avatar, right?
Yes, I think the idea is that someone would claim a principle of some sort.
Big girl over there.
Fucking 19.
I hope so. They're lovely.
Someone starts a fight with the undead.
So then who became the rock avatar?
We didn't pick one yet.
Nobody yet.
19's
Oh,
fine
okay.
with us.
I didn't mind.
I got lost.
You usually do. Watch yourself, it's dark.
It seems to happen a lot.
I noticed.
Welcome to our camp.
This is all we've got.
It's kind of sad.
It is good,
Yeah.
dead as well.
Yeah.
He died right
Oh.
there.
Came one with the
That's
earth
a
again. New friends. Introduce yourself if you want, or don't. But you're dead. Typically, the wave is followed by a name.
Oh, I'm 19.
A pleasure to meet you, 19. I'm Etherean Sharp.
Pleasure. What now?
That's
That,
fine.
that's it. Yeah, you're good.
You did well. Well done. You've
And there's a whole
Introduce
second
yourself.
person.
I don't know their name either, to be honest.
You shan't be.
Mine? So how did he die?
out of mana. Mother Nature's dying. Sort of he's a part of it. Weaker part. Sort of faded out.
I see.
Hmm.
That sucks. Do we still know where to go?
No.
No.
He said that there
Is
would
it-
be signs or something, I think, for the passing.
We've come this far. If we can't find our ways, are we really going to be the ones to take out the Dark Lord?
The dream from before. It seemed like desert.
I got all the time in the world.
Dead land everywhere, sand. I think we need to find somewhere rotted, dead. That might be our best option.
Sounds about right if... all
Like
the
a swamp.
nature's dying.
Maybe. The dream we had originally when we found her, it was barren, dry.
So I guess we just follow the decay.
I guess so. In my mind, in the minuscule understanding of magic I have, I sort of imagine it that maybe Mother Nature's drawing in any life essence she can from nearby that would kill everything else around her, keep herself alive.
I'm not sure if the decay is going from somewhere though, because I think when that one assassin, like that was like living in the tree, I think the tree that we were investigating, I think it was just a random tree. So,
Wait a minute, 19, do you do conjuration magic?
I doubt it.
If I get really lucky.
Fuck, alright, no, that's unfortunate. How lucky are you feeling?
Jacksith went on a whole rant and was
not
very
particularly.
We could
enthusiastic.
birth a god, don't make it seem like I'm some insane man. This is like
He's still not a god.
best
That's
idea
not
we've
what
had in a
I,
while.
that is not what I was going to say, but
Yeah.
Essentially, we
It's
found
an
out
exciting
apparently
thought.
if you cast enough
He's
of the
not a
magic, you
god.
birth the principle.
Is it
There's
principle?
know.
no conjuration
It's
principle,
easier
so I
to-
thought if we just fucking get enough people
God,
to start casting conjuration one, we just create a principle and then get them to do whatever we want.
That
Ow.
sounds solid.
Like we just create a principle of creation,
Spooky,
and then we
yeah.
just get them to make us a fucking
Why did my
weapon
brand
of
new
death that kills
boot?
the Dark Lord in a single slice. I don't know.
That would be a good idea, I think.
This was expensive.
I agree.
I had to steal it.
Is there a principle
You
of,
stole-
what is the word? Turning one thing into another? I forget the exact word.
This transmutation.
That one. Wherever you
Why
are.
do I know that?
I didn't ask. We'll ask Mother Nature. We'll see. It seemed like conjuration was the only one that hasn't got one because it's new, apparently. But
I see.
I don't know. We could
Doesn't-
birth higher beings from this. Probably would have tried magic a little bit more and found a way to cast anyway.
Doesn't the big scary guy with the hammer, whose house we went to, do the conjuration?
No.
necromancy. That's
Shit,
different.
no, what? No, he does have. He makes those fucking hands come out the floor. Is that just necromancy? Is
It
that
might
a
just be
convenient group of
necromancy.
Skeletons.
It is
Like-
probably. I would say it's necromancy. What do the hands look like?
Well, skeletals,
Like
but I
hands.
imagine.
That's necromancy.
Yeah, like. But the issue is that they're all skeletal ones. Is there
It is
just a fuck ton of
skeletal.
skeletons buried everywhere, or is it just like does he have skeletons follow him through the ground?
Probably buried. Scary to think about.
Probably.
They could just be like spirit skeletons.
Oh, they kind of look him so, but like maybe it's conjuration. Maybe he's just making them. I mean, you saw the castle. The bastard's so infatuated with skulls, he had them everywhere. I don't know. Do we have anyone else that does conjuration?
I'm going to take a look around. Probably a hunt or something. Don't leave me behind. That would be really upsetting.
Do you want company?
Make sure
Try not to.
Okay.
So try not to. Like we're actually gonna go away for a while.
I mean, I gotta get used to these new boots so I can be sneaky.
I suppose. long as you understand what going for a walk and maybe hunting was code for.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
We're a little light on people.
Yeah. I think we witnessed what was going to happen today, so I feel alright stepping out.
You know, honestly, this is probably a better place to camp.
You're right. This is where we can come in next session. Alright, I'm done. I'd respawn, but there's nowhere to respawn. Oh, goodbye.